G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another unboxing video for you, and we're super excited for this one because it's more United content. Yay, more official United content. We're very excited to see this. This is the first of the DC Superheroes United content that's coming out to fans. It's not necessarily coming out to backers as such. We're still waiting on the DC Superheroes United campaign, but this was a direct-to-retail release sort of attached to that world there, and it's Batman Hush. So this is technically one of the, I guess, the core sets now for United, but uses the DC IP, and yeah, very, very excited to see this. So we can see Andrea Chiavesio and the team, the geniuses behind this, the gameplay of this game as well, as Edouard Gaiton. Apologies, I'm butchering that, for the fantastic art there, and we also know that there are a team of sort of artists and designers as well that that work with these guys. But yeah, fantastic. So here we have, look at the front cover here in all its glory. What does that say there? Core box. There you go. So yeah, I was right. It is a core box. I at least got one factual bit of information in this video correct. So that'll be the only one probably. So yeah, some beautiful art there. We've got the Joker. We've got, I think this is Hush himself. We've got Harley Quinn. We've got Superman, who I think is an anti-hero in this, or sorry, a dual mode character in this one. We've got another version of Batman because he is the DC version of Wolverine. We need about 500 different versions of him. And we have, who's this? Catwoman goggles or something like that. So yeah, very, very cool. Are there any other characters on there that we can see? I think there's like a Huntress or Huntress or something like that, isn't there? Well, we've got a Robin. This is like a game. Spot the characters. Can you see any others in there? This sort of leads me to think that there's a Poison Ivy in here, but yeah. All right, let's have a look at the back here. We can see when Gotham City's most notorious villains start acting out of character, the Cape Crusader knows a more insidious master plan is at work. Devised by the shadowy figure known as Shush. No, wait, it's Hush. Batman and his allies must act together to protect the innocent, face dire threats, and confront the villains to uncover this revenge plot. But things take a deadly turn when the Man of Steel himself falls under the Poison Ivy's mind control. Alright, the only hope of solving this mysterious case is for the heroes to stand united. Fantastic. So 1 to 5. 14 and up, 30 minutes. You can see the components there as well, and looks like they're in French as well. I think that's some sort of a new thing they're putting. I don't remember if they've done that with previous boxes before, I don't know. And here we have our villains, so you can see them there. We've got their anti-hero or dual mode character, and then we've got Batman Classic, he's being called. And then Tim Drake, Goggles, and Huntress. Okay, very cool. Very cool. All right, well, let's get down to the actual unboxing. Let's do it. So here we go. Well, let's have a look at the sides here, actually. Let's get some more of this art here. Fantastic. I'm drawing it out, aren't I? Sorry, guys. Let's just get to it. All right, we'll open her up. Let's have a look here. Oh, yes. Very excited to see some more United content. And for those folks wondering, the quality of the box feels akin to that Season 3, the multiverse, where people sort of noticed, you know, a little bit of a sort of quality upgrade in just the feel of the boxes as well. They sort of feel nice and glossy. So very cool. All right, and here we have a little leaflet from CMON there as well, and we've got our rule book. Okay, let's have a look here. So you've got the overview, credits. Let's have a look at some of those designers there. We should give them some shout outs as well. Okay, because it's a great team. This is such a great game. Like, you know, I know I'm a bit of a fanboy with it, obviously building my whole channel pretty much around it, but it is just such a great game. So those designers deserve a big shout out for what they've created here. It's such a fun world, and you know, us fans, homemade homebrewers and stuff are having so much fun playing in their sandpit that they've created. So, or their sandbox or whatever it's called. There you go. Interesting, the real sort of analytical folks that really dive into the, the rule books and things like that. Be interesting to see if they've changed up some things, clarified some things in the basic rules as well. So hopefully I'm sort of showing this close enough that you can kind of make this out. Check it out. There we go. Let's sort of zoom in there, or at least focus. All right, we've got goggles here. The hero turn. There we are. All looks pretty standard. Great. Under pressure. There we go. Now this is interesting. They've probably got a bit more of a focus on this under pressure because of the under pressure effects, which is something that was already in Marvel United from at least the multiverse, but it just wasn't sort of called out as specifically with these sort of like visual cues. And I imagine mechanically there's a lot more sort of they probably sort of play around with it a lot more with the villain designs, and it's more at the forefront of the villain designs, I'm guessing. You can see there that the under pressure thing is called out on the dashboard as well, or on the mission tracker, I think it's called. There we go. We've got challenges. We've got the equipment. More info there about the equipment. And you can see some different equipment listed there as well for the characters in this box, I'm guessing. Okay. Oh, unpreventable damage. There's a big discussion on Board Game Geek recently about that, so I wonder if that sort of adds any more clarity. Okay, supervillain mode, which we've seen in previous core sets as well. But good to see that it's still here. Not really my thing, but I do hear from folks that have played that they quite enjoy it. And yep, and in this one we have, that's got some interesting little notes there as well about those characters. But we've got the Commander solo mode, so this was another change up in the solo mode that came along with the Spider-Geddon and Multiverse season. There we go. Fighting Superman. Alright. And a rules summary, always handy on the back there. This is a new little thing there called out. It calls out that sort of under pressure condition. Yeah, fantastic. Alright, well that's the book. We have our trusty health tokens and here, what are they, thugs and threat clearing things. We've got the civilians on the other side, so that's as standard. Now we've got our standard tokens here, but we do have some nice things here. We've got Poison Ivy token. So I think Poison Ivy, even though she's sort of like referenced in this game with the controlled Superman, maybe she doesn't actually appear as a character as such, which is an interesting way that they went about it. Oh, now we get to pull the little insert cover off, and should we have a look at the locations? So we have Bristol Township. There you are. That's nice. Well, an idyllic looking place there. We've got the Monarch Theatre. Oh, now I don't know much about DC, but I imagine that this is a pretty sort of famous thing in DC or something like that. Batman must spend an initial movement to enter the location when using move actions. Okay, you can see there's some detail there down the bottom there on the road. Alright, we have Sicily. Oh, look at that, go on a nice holiday. It's always nice to have a few of these different locations around the world in our locations. I've been sort of having fun with that when playing games. We've got the Roxbury Fielding Academy. All right, all you DC fans will have to sort of like point out what the significance of these places are. What does this say? Welcome, Mayor Hamilton Hill. Lovely. And we've got the Spiral Headquarters. Can you make out any Easter eggs there? Anything going on there? Ooh, equipment cards, okay. And then we've got St. Hadrian's Finishing School for Girls. There we go. And Kane Chemicals. Is this where Joker got melted? I don't know. And then we've got the Amusement Mile. Oh, that's cool. The art on that. Let's have a zoom in on this. There's a lot of text there. Oh, that's a bit of a random one too. That's cool. And there you go. So that's a cool assortment of new locations. Always welcome for changing things up. And there you go. You can see the backs of the cards there. We've got a dark sort of color there on the back, which is a different look than I think we're used to. I wonder if that's going to be across the DC stuff. Alright, so now we've got the dashboards and the brand new mission tracker that has this, has the under pressure thing called out. Villain acts after every 2 hero cards. Okay, so that's just as standard, but then it's got this little symbol, and sort of there's a lot of things that sort of trigger in master plan cards and dashboards and things now that sort of go along with this effect as well. And you can see that the other things are the same. I must say, I like the idea of it, but I really, Nelly Nell used to, he made some characters before this was a thing, where this sort of effect essentially triggered at this stage. And I must say, I think I like the pacing and the way that works at this stage of the game rather than here. So I sort of wish they didn't tie it specifically to Under Pressure. I wish they kind of tied it to, you know, whichever one is referenced on, like maybe the dashboard or something, and then you sort of have this symbol for, this sort of effect could take place here for some villains, or here, depending on like what works best for sort of balancing the scenario. I think that would be cool. Anyway, that's just me. We've got Hush. Let's have a look at these villains now. We've got the 3 here. So let's have a look at his dashboard. There we go. You can check out all the rules there. Fantastic. So he's sort of like the main event for this one, I guess. The expansion's named after him. There you are. We've got all sorts of traffic and noise and stuff going on around us. Hopefully that's not annoying you too much. Okay, let's have a look. This one's an interesting one. Leaf-wrapped Superman. Controlled Superman. I wish they had a sort of a slightly cooler name for him. I don't know what you'd use, but just sort of Superman in brackets controlled just sounds a bit lame. Okay. Let us know in the comments if you've got a cooler name for controlled Superman. Oh no, this one looks like a fun. A double villain, 2 classic characters. Let's have a look at Joker here. Hopefully you can read all of that. I'm sure you can pause the video, and let's have a look at Harley Quinn. You can see here she's got a under pressure effect there as well. Can you guys make that out? Hopefully I'm holding that close enough. And then flip it over. There we go. Starting setup explained there. The Joker and Harley Quinn. That's one I'm going to look forward to playing, I think. I don't know if I'll do well at it, but I'm going to look forward to it. We have a little yellow cube there. I thought maybe a green one or something. Okay, and we've got some cards. Let's have a look at these. These will be the villains. Alright, that wasn't the most annoying thing to get off in the world. Okay, so defeat thugs, rescue civilians, clear threats. We've got our standard moderate challenge, hard challenge. There we go. Now we also have kidnapping. So this goes along with the Joker and Harley Quinn. And you can see what that looks like there. We have the punch. These are the threats now for this mission. So punchline. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. And we have Masters of Disguise. I think I've called my threats in the Dreadnought homebrew mission the Masters of Disguise. I might have to rethink that now. Whoops. Okay. We've got a couple of these. I wonder if the effect is similar. Kind of similar. Masters of Disguise. Okay, that's cool. All right, great minds think alike. All right, got a few of those. And a few more. Alrighty then. And then let's have a look at the master plan card. So the criminal, I'll try and get my thumb out of the way so you can see all the details. Okay. And you can see here that the placement is based on Harley Quinn, it looks like, for these ones. The clown. The comedian. Alright. Distraction. Oops. And you're too serious. Very cool. Oh, now this is, I like how now they've got these, so whilst this is in the storyline, this is the symbology that now sort of reminds you that this is going on. And in the homebrew community, we've been using this for a while now. Ever since we first saw these in the DC cards, we've been like, oh yeah, let's use that now. That's cool. So that's very handy when you're playing the game. All right. Your toys won't help you. Lovely. Man, there's a lot of... Is this... Surely this is a bigger... I feel like I've gone through more than 12 cards here. I suppose if I'd read any of the dashboard there, I would have actually known what's going on here. Alright. I love the names of these. Do I look like I'm joking? Escape. Okay. Now on to Controlled Superman. Poison Ivy's Control. Poison Ivy's Control. Okay, that's the same, yeah. Okay, she's got a few of these. And, yep. All good. Let's just have a look at that. Yep, that's good, yep. Okay, and now let's have a look at the actual master plan deck here. So nice and standard there. Just some mover bam and some placement. Okay, then we've got Controlling Minds. A couple of those. A few of those actually. Oh yeah, look at that. And then we've got Heat Vision. Oh, cool. Alright, but glowing green instead of red. Yep. And then, oh, here we go. So this is an example of where the Under Pressure can affect the Master Plan card. So up, up and away. So normally it would be this plus this, but if Under Pressure you also do this effect as well. Alright. And falling under Ivy's control. And that's a starting Master Plan card as well. I forgot to check whether any of those Joker and Harley Quinn ones were starting hand. Now this is interesting. This is Hush, and he's got this plan sort of effect here. So he's got Hush Plan. So you got bottom of the deck. You've got these ones here. So we'll have to remember that the last couple are bottom of the deck effects. So defeat Killer Croc. Defeat Poison Ivy. Defeat Harley Quinn. Defeat the... Oops, let me get my hand out of the way there. The Joker. Defeat Clayface. And here we go. Defeat the Riddler. Right. And he's got this little track here. Very cool. And then defeat the Riddler again. Okay. Well, that's cool. And I'm assuming we're going to see some of these characters. Killer Croc. Poison Ivy. The Joker, Clayface, Harley Quinn, the Riddler, TM, they've all got TM, don't they? And very cool. And let's have a look at the Master Plan deck for Hush as well. So no starting hand cards or starting Master Plan cards, to speak of there. Let's have a look. We've got a under pressure change up here, so deception. And then we've got watching Batman. Okay, he's just being a creeper. All right, watching Batman. Yep. And we've got another deception. Oh, that's going to be... I thought, oh, I'll just keep sliding to the back now, but now I don't know where where I'm going to have left off. Okay, we've got some more watching Batman. All right. Oh, maybe he's watching Batman on TV, like he's watching the old 60s cartoon or whatever. Was it 60s? I don't know. Oh man, it's just watching Batman and deception all over and over and over, isn't it? Oh, sorry folks, I really don't know. Hopefully you guys are paying attention to the movement and the different things here to see what's different. Alright, well yeah, it's just all watching and all deception. There you go, we'll just go through. I'm sure we've seen some of these already. There we go. Well, that is the Hush deck there, the master plan deck. Now I did go back and actually have a look here. I just wanted to point this out. So we mentioned, oh, we didn't look at the starting master plan card. So there's actually, we thought there were a lot of cards here in the Joker set here. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 it looks like. Oh, sorry. These ones here, we've got the starting master plan card here. Okay, that's that escape one. So if you're wondering what's the one that starts on the top, it's this one here. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that say joke on them. And so these have, these were these ones here. So you're too serious, what doesn't kill you, uncivilized people, your toys won't help you, isn't it depressing to be so alone, one bad day, the healing power of laughter, and these are just lovely, these cards. Do I look like I'm joking? So those are the ones that say joke, and they sort of seem like they go along with this starting master plan. But then you have these ones here, which don't have that different sort of symbology on them, or that sort of iconography, the borders. And these ones are the criminal, okay, the criminal, the clown, the comedian, and then distraction, couple and 3 of those. Yep. Okay, so I'm not sure how that all works. If you guys spent some time looking at the master or the dashboard, that might have explained how those different things work. But yeah, there you go. So that's those. All right. Well, that's all the villains. We've had a look at the villains. Let's have a look at the hero side of things now. All right, let's check these out. These are the hero cards, and it looks like I think these are going to be like the supervillain sort of cards that you use as well. So let's check out. Oh, I can't wait to look at Batman's cards. Okay, dropping these all over the place. Let's check it out. All right, so we'll put these. We've seen these probably before. Looking for trouble. Those of you who know the superhero version, I'll just go through these quickly. But you might spot new cards or different cards. Are these new? So if you get this core set, are you getting the same ones that you've had in other core sets, or are you getting something different here? Okay, there we go. So those are the superhero cards. These are the supervillain cards. Again, are you seeing something different here? Okay. Is this new? I have no idea. Okay. Right. There we go. And now we have the heroes. So we've got 1, 2, looks like 3, 4, and then with the dual mode character we've got 5. So 5 heroes in this set. Let's start with the old Batman. All right, this is classic Batman. So he's got a starting hand card. So here we go. He's got his move and heroic, a couple of those. He's got a punch. Look at that artwork. Fantastic. He's got a punch there, move and punch. He's got a heroic. He's got, it's not heroic, sorry, a wild and a couple of, a double wild there. Now let's have a look at his cards here. So we've got, you can't escape from the Batman that easy. Right, next villain turn, villains and henchmen in your location can't leave. All right, lovely. Then formidable fighter, defeat all thugs in your location. Then he's got mentoring. So this one, once you place it down in the storyline, you can flip it during a future turn usually to get some sort of additional delayed effect. So if Robin is about to be KO'd during the villain turn, flip this card to avoid Robin discarding his last card. Awesome. Then Wayne resources, lovely. Give a wild from the pool to any hero. I love the picture there, that's cool. Detective skills, alright, skills to pay the bills. During any of your turns, flip this card to look at the top card of the Master Plan deck. You may put it at the bottom, lovely. And then we have Bat Gadgets. Recharge up to 2 of your equipment cards at the end of your turn, or gain a wild token, which is handy if you're not using equipment. Oh, there goes the cat in the kitty litter. Alright, maybe it's Catwoman. And we have the Robin. Now, I'm not sure which version of Robin this is. It'll probably say on the card. I don't really know much about any of the Robins. So this is Tim Drake Robin. There you are. So we've got I was going to say a wild. A heroic. I always sort of mix up the wilds and the heroics when I'm talking about them. And there goes Catwoman playing with the bowl again. All right, so apologies for all the noise in the background. Oh, I love that. Look at that. The little Robin cycle. All right. Very cool. Okay. Then he's got his wilds. And let's have a look at his cards. He's got this turn, treat punches on the previous hero card as double punch. Lovely. Martial artist. Then we've got meditation. You can't be given crisis tokens until the beginning of your next turn. That's very handy in a lot of scenarios. Investigation. Look at the top card of the Master Plan deck. You may put it at the bottom. And tactical awareness. Reveal the top card of the Master Plan deck. If it will add more civilians, gain heroic token. If it will, if more thugs than civilians will be put out, then you get the punch token. Otherwise, gain a move token. I guess if it's like some sort of special effect card, or they're equal or something like that. Very cool. I like that. That's a cool ability. All right. Now this is a character. I believe she's one of the K-pop demon hunters. Huntress. No, not really. Okay, so Huntress, she's got a, man, this is like the motorcycle gang. They've all got bikes. Move and punch. Lots of move and punches. Move and heroic. Double punch. Look at that. Very cool art. I like that. Look at that crossbow. Yep. Okay, she's got a couple of wilds there as well. Let's check out her abilities. She's got espionage. Look at the top card of any deck. Oh, you may put it at the bottom. That could help other characters cycle their deck or know what's coming up. That's very cool. She's got a couple of those. Look at the top card of any deck. Oh, I wonder if characters like Hush that have like, maybe that Hush deck sort of sits to the side or something, and you could even have a look at that. That's pretty cool. Motivated by vengeance. If you defeat 2 or more thugs or henchmen this turn, at the end of the turn you may gain a punch or a heroic. She's got a couple of those, but one's got a movement, one's got a punch. Very cool. Yeah, that'd be very cool in G.I. Joe vehicle mode as well, to be able to see whether it's a Cobra or a G.I. Joe vehicle coming up. Haha, that'd be cool. All right. I love seeing all these new cards and new abilities and things like that. It's just sort of like gives so much more, design space and stuff as well in the game. So fantastic. This is Goggles. This is Catwoman Goggles, and it looks like she is a hero version only in this version. So Goggles. There you go. She's got a couple of speedy. Oh, look at that. That's a cool. What was that movie with? I want to say Sean Connery, and I'm forgetting the actual actress that does this scene. What was her name? It escaped me. All right, you guys can let me know in the comments. I want to say Salma Hayek, but that's not it. Move and a heroic. Getting very distracted here. Oh, look at that. She's sort of like alter ego there. That's a really cool card. I like the art in that one. It's a cool like concept. Yeah, I like the backgrounds as well. So she's got a couple of wilds there. So even if you're taking out your wild and double wild, you still get a wild card there, because she must be a wild cat. And let's have a look at her special cards here. So this Master of Disguise, I love that this art is used for one of her special abilities here. So Master of Disguise, During any villain turn, flip this card to ignore damage equal to the number of civilians in your location. Very cool. I've got a character, Lady J, who has a very similar sort of ability there as well. Martial Artists. So that's very similar to the Martial Artist card that Robin had as well. And by very similar, I mean identical. And then we've got Master Thief. This is cool. Take one equipment owned by another hero in your location. They gain a heroic token, or if you are in a location with any thugs, gain a punch token. Very cool. All right, I like that. We've got Stunning Deception. Attach a stun token to a villain or a henchman in your location. Excellent. I really like her. She's a cool character. And Stealth Master. So this one is always in effect if you play this down in the storyline until it gets flipped over. You can redirect damage you would take and tokens you're given to other heroes in your location. What? So you can always just redirect damage, but I guess it's hurting. You've got to have other heroes, so it's hurting the team still, isn't it? But that's very cool. All right, move and a wild. But if you teamed this up with someone who can like tank some damage, like Colossus, holy moly! That's right, I said it, Colossus. Yep, you can swap these, mix these characters together. And let's have a look at Controlled Superman. All right, here we go. Our first dual mode character from the DC world. Very cool art there. He's got a move and a punch, a couple of double punches, we'd expect that, a move and a heroic and a punch. He's got his wilds. Oh, again, he's got a few wilds there. Excellent, he's double wild. And he has Kryptonian Physiology. Gain a wild token. Gain a wild token, pretty standard. All right, here we go. Heat Vision. During any of your turns, flip this card to double punch. Split as you like in your and adjacent locations. Very cool. Now, this is a must-play effect. So this says, under her control, under Poison Ivy's control. If this card is in your hand, you must play it. Each time you perform a punch this turn, deal 1 damage to another hero in your and each adjacent location. So very hard to escape that. Wow. Okay, and Invulnerability, so stays in effect for the whole game as long as you have it face up in the storyline. You may ignore 1 damage. Oh, there you go. Team this up with that, who was it? Catwoman. You may ignore 1 damage during each villain turn. If you do, you may punch in your location. Oh, wow. Very cool combos you can do there. So, and you've got the wild there as well. Fantastic. And love the colors there on that. Love the colours there on that card there as well too. Very cool. Now, let's check out the last of the cards here. We've got the equipment cards. And here they are, the equipment cards. So, let's have a look. Let's get them in range here. The Batarang. So we've got a whole bunch here for Batman. All right, so you've got the Batarang there. You've got the Grapnel. Let you read that. Cape Wings, very cool. He's got his actual cape. That's very awesome. We've got the Armored Gauntlets, and I believe you can choose up to 3 of these. He's got a whole bunch of these, but part of the fun with a character like Batman, where they've got a lot of gadgets, is you choose 3. The 3 you think are going to be most useful in your game against, the villain you're up against and the henchman that you might be facing and stuff. Now we have the Batarang here. I think is this Robin? Whoops, hitting the camera there. Yep, Robin. Okay. Oops. We have the Staff. We have, his motorcycle. Now this is cool, but I really wish the vehicles weren't just an equipment card. So check out G.I. Joe United, the fan base stuff, if you want to see some bit bulkier sort of vehicles. Crossbow. And I can see what's coming. We've got another motorcycle. So just getting +1 movement. Oh man. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? What else is a motorcycle going to do? But there we go. Now we've got goggles. She better have goggles. She's got a whip. And yes, she's got the goggles. Goggles, there we are. Whoop. Okay. And now this, I think, Batman. Oh, Batman Any. Okay, so these are like generic equipment, but it's not really generic. It's Batman. Oh no, just this one is, because the rest look like any hero. Okay, so this is generic Batman equipment. Kryptonite ring. Oh, that's cool. And then we have mini mines. We have smoke pellets. We have flashbang. So it's generic equipment, but it's like DC flavored. The pictures at least. We've got flare. See if you can get my fingers out of the way there. Alright. We've got body armor. So if you're playing and you have a character that doesn't really come with equipment, this is a way you can sort of still feel like you're joining the party. Com link. Airlift. And then makeshift weapon. Righty then. And then we have our solo mode, Commander solo mode battle plan cards. Again, not really sure if these are going to be very different, if at all. So maybe check these out. If you know the Commander solo battle plan deck very well, maybe these stand out as different, or maybe they're all the same. Alright. There you go. You guys can let me know whether these are standard for a core set, or if each core set will seem to have a different bunch of these. I'm not sure. Alright, because I don't tend to use that very much. I haven't really learned that deck. Okay, well, let's check out these heroes. These models. Well, speaking of heroes, here is Goggles. Very cool. Oh, yes, that's a big whip. Okay, we have Huntress. Let's try and get in close there on her mask. Alright, she's got a little house there she's standing on. Alright. The cape game is pretty on point in DC, isn't it? They got a lot of capes, very angular capes. This is Tim Drake Robin. Some details there. He's standing on a what looks like a gargoyle type thing. And the man of the moment, look at that. That is a spectacular figure. Wow. Good luck painting. Getting under that cape there. Alright, but that is Batman classic. And what a classic pose. That is very cool. Very Batman. Holy moly. Look at the details there. Excellent. And I mean, if there's another character that's just as classic as Batman, it's got to be Superman. And holy moly, this is he's got a cool pose there, but this is controlled Superman, and he's got all the vines wrapped around him. Got the S there on his chest. Got a bit of an angry grimace there. He's got a little S on the back of his cape. His cape is a little bit tattered there. All right. And now let's check out the villains. Here's the title villain of this box. This is Hush. So let's get in real close. You can see he's sort of wrapped in bandages there. Alright, quite dynamic sort of trench coat flowing in the wind there. Alright, then we'll have a look at Harley Quinn, and she's sort of smacking that mallet down into the ground. You got that sort of like explosion of dust clouds that are coming up there, I guess that is. Let's see if we can get in close. You can see. There we go. She's sort of jumping in the air as she's doing it. Very cool. And this one, we're going to save him for last because, holy moly, let's have a look at this guy. I really like that Joker there. He's super fun. And what I didn't sort of really appreciate was this, when I first saw him, was this like vat, this tank of like toxic goo or whatever it was that he fell into. I'm assuming this is kind of like a reference to that. But that's a cool base. Look at that. Oh, you could have a lot of fun painting all the bubbles of the sort of like slime there. Very cool. And he's got a cool classic sort of Joker outfit on there as well. So very nice. He's doing his sort of like what, finger guns or whatever there. Awesome. Very cool model. I really... Whoop, let's get him one last little shot there. Yeah, I really like him. He's very cool. Well, there you go, guys. That is the new United product that's out, or should be out soon around the world. This seems to be available on Amazon at the moment. So if you're like, wait, what's this Hush stuff? Where did this come from? It's a direct to retail product. It's going to be. It looks like it's at Amazon at the moment, and you know, assuming it will be in the regular sort of retail chain at some point after that as well. But yeah, check it out. DC Superheroes United, Batman, Hush. Great to see Andrea and the team, Edouard as well, back together again. You know, getting the band back together again to take one more last ride into the sunset with DC Superheroes United, and a great way to sort of tide us over for that wait before the DC Superheroes United GameFound campaign stuff starts to arrive as well. So hope you guys you know, can find a copy for yourselves soon, or if DC's your cup of tea, and enjoy some more United gameplay. So thanks, guys. We'll be back for another probably some more gameplay videos. Obviously this one might jump to the front of the queue. We might be able to have some Hush gameplay pretty soon on the channel as well, so keep an eye out for that as well. All right, well, thanks very much, guys. Me for Monkey out. See ya.